Are you ready for some Procreate fun? Well, let's jump in! Hi and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Brenda Bakker and I'm from the Netherlands. I'm working on a series called Alphabet, Brushlettering for Everybody based on the book by Carla Kamphuis. And today I'm working on this letter M. I wanted to make it bright and cheerful and just fancy, not too hard, not too clean, just create some happiness about the letter M. This is an M I mostly use myself in when I'm doing a bouncy style of brush lettering. It's also in the book. So let's get started and create this together. So today is the letter M and we're starting out again with the messy brush pen, and I chose a letter from the book which I already made myself, so it's quite familiar for me. Remember all the downstrokes, thick strokes with a lot of pressure, all the upstrokes, light pressure, so thinner strokes. So let's get started with a small, thick stroke downwards, lift, push, lift, push, lift. So that's my bouncing M, sort of. So let's get to replace it approximately in the middle, and we're going to work with this one from here. So I want to have it more of a watercolor look, so I'm going to select this one, create a new layer on top, and let's get rid of all the black ink. So now it's still selected, but we're working on a new layer. I'm going to choose another brush. I'm going to choose the watercolor brush in painting. Yes, the watercolor brush from Procreate itself in painting. I'm going to lower the opacity a bit so we can play along with the colors. So let's get the colors in, and the more you go over them, the more color changes you will have. So I think this is fun. I leave this a little bit lighter also here and also at the top here, so making this a little bit darker. I think this would be a lovely color blend of the black, and maybe perhaps I'm going to smudge it a little bit. Let's choose the same brush, the watercolor brush, and just smudge it a bit, but not get rid of all of the lines, just a little bit smooth. So I think this would look lovely. And let's go and play with a layer underneath it. I'm going to choose a bright yellow today. I think this is fun. Well, maybe between bright and egg yellow. And I'm going to the part of artistic, and I'm going to the hearts brush. Let's get rid of the selection. Click it off, and I'm going to create a background color, so I have to move a new layer underneath all the lettering I did. So now I want to create a rectangle of yellow paint behind it, so I'm going to the hearts brush and size, well, 7 or 8, maybe smaller. Let's get smaller, 7. Yes, and I'm going to create a small rectangle behind the letter. Don't worry about the color is see-through between the black. We're going to work on that later. So, this is what I like. And now on top of that, I'm going to my white, same brush, and a little smaller. I'm going to make an outline. So on a new layer, above the yellow but beneath the black letter, I'm going to create an outline in white all the way underneath the letter also. So it's just like we carefully painted around the letter M. But I'm not working very carefully, so this is my way of doing that. So you see there's no yellow shining through because we've got the M on top. This one is invisible right now. We've got the white layer on top of the yellow one, and this one is opaque, so you can't see the yellow underneath. Now let's go to the yellow color again, and a small size, Yes, let's create, let's do pretend if this also is a rectangle. So within this one, oh, I'm going to make it a little smaller. I'm going to create some lovely dots. Just simple, just to have some fun. Make sure the same area, if you've got space around here, you leave that also here. So this can be here because when you make this line in your mind, you make this line go through, it doesn't get in the way of that one. It doesn't have to be precise. In fact, it would be more nice if it isn't precise. I've done it on the wrong layer, but no worry. I want to have it on the same layer as my yellow, so you can learn from my mistakes. So my yellow dots are also on this layer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select freehand just the white of just the yellow dots, and I do a finger swipe down, cut and paste, and now it's on its own layer. I guess I'm going to move this a little bit upwards. Yeah, so now my dots are in place. I think this looks funny, so let's merge those together. Yes, and now we can place it both in the center, and let's create some black dots on top as well, because that would look funny and happy and cheerful. Just play with that, and we can create some black lines here. Just on this side, just to make it more fun. I'm also doing this with a heart brush, but you can do it with any brush you like. When I do it with the heart, it's a little bit blurry on the outside, so we can go over it again a couple of times. And you can also go to my dry ink brush to create a funny outline, just a couple of quick lines. So just on the outside, to give it more of a nice shape. My pencil was too thin, so I think this is a lovely and happy, cheerful and bright letter M from the book by Carla Kamphuis. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and let me see yours when you're done.
Thank you for watching this episode until the very end. If you like this video and think I've earned it, please give this video a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to this channel if you haven't already. More detailed tutorials can be found on SkillShare. These and all other links can be found in the description below. Thanks again for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye!